It's in the books. Another week. We have week 4 already in the books. Cowboys come out victorious.
Yes,
so
sir.
always a good thing. Cowboys take care of business. 20-15. They go into New York, take a bite out of the apple, and get the W. A much needed
That's what
W.
we like. Yeah. It don't matter how it looks.
No, because it definitely
We just
wasn't
want
sexy.
the W. Yeah,
It definitely
absolutely.
was. It definitely wasn't sexy. But like Coach said, we just want the W, and we definitely needed it. Bringing our club back to 500.
All right.
Yep. So let's get it started. As always, I am your man T. Drape.
Yes, sir. And I am Coach T. We are I-70. And this is
The Cowboys Show, an
Yes, sir.
OG state of mind.
absolutely.
So coming back at you, we just wanted to get on and hop on and talk about a short week that we had on a Thursday night, late Thursday night game, and Cowboys prevailed.
Yeah.
Coach, I think the biggest surprise out of this game was the defense. Defense hadn't been able to stop anyone
Running.
running the ball.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I feel like they haven't been able to stop anyone, just period. So it's been
Oh,
long
we kept
passes.
them out. We kept them out the end zone. They did make five field goals.
Right.
So they was in range. But
Right.
Yeah, we kept them out the zone.
We definitely did.
kept 'em out the zone.
I think the biggest thing, like you said, we have to give credit to is the defensive front,
Yes, sir.
defensive line, led by Mozzie.
Yes,
led
sir.
by Mozzie Smith. Did a great job, had the best game of his NFL career this week.
Dominated the center.
He did. He truly did. Mozzie had his way. Osa played good up front. I thought the defensive ends were sound. It wasn't a lot of sacks, not even a lot of pressures, but we did what we needed to do to be able to hold the Giants in check. Coach, what did you see out there? What was one of your big takeaways from this game?
Like you said, the defensive, the tackles, and the discipline of the ends, Micah especially. He was very disciplined against the zone reads this time.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? He wasn't biting on the quarterback, and he made a lot of good plays, especially that came in to happen when on the reverse. When they tried to reverse, he stayed sound in his role, and was there for the reverse and caught it for a no gain or 1 yard gain. So I was really impressed with the defensive line. They did keep the guys off of the linebackers pretty much,
Right.
which was the cause that the reason we held them to 1.1 yards per rush. You know, I mean, that's unheard of, especially for this crew. So I mean, we did well, but we give one thing, we stop one thing, and then we let Daniel Jones throw for what did he throw for? 277.
Yeah,
Daniel
New York put
Jones?
up 277 yards on the passing
That's
attack.
tough. That's
It
tough.
is, and I would say a big chunk of that was your man Booth, who came in and started at the corner
Yeah, Booth
in
gave
place of
up
the young
some.
boy Carson. Even so much that they had to go a different route and went with the guy from the practice squad, which we'll talk about later, who had made a big play in this game. But yeah, that was a big part of it. They caught him on a couple times on some double action moves.
Diggs was not at his best. I don't know if he's 100% or not, but he was definitely not at his best.
Right, and that young rookie that they got over there in New York is a tough cover for anybody. I think he's working his way back into it. I'm hoping that we'll see better matchups for him. Well, not even better matchups, but just better performances out of him. I
Yes,
didn't think he was terrible, but the digs that we've used to being seeing, it seems like coming off an ACL, it might be just getting confidence and planning on that foot. So hopefully something that we'll see him get better with. What did you see out there that jumped off at you about Diggs coverage?
It was not there. His tackling was
That's
uninspired.
something that's been a problem all year.
I mean, shoot, I run sweep to his side all day long, man, because he really doesn't care about tackling too much. It doesn't seem like it, So, and I would just like you said before, if we're gonna talk about Dak with that money, we're gonna talk about Diggs with that money. That's why I made the precursor of I don't know if he's 100%.
Yeah.
So he does get that pass because we're just now going on a year now. Is that right?
Yeah, I
From
think
when he
it's
had-
just from the initial time that he had the injury. I
Absolutely.
think it's approaching a year, may not even be a year.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So
I'm not sure if we even crossed that mark, but yeah, that's something we'll keep an eye on. I'm hoping that he will have better games, and the more that he plays and gets confidence on that knee, that it'll be even better.
that's what we're expecting. That's
Yep.
what we need.
Yeah. But just looking at it, for the rushing for the rushing game, just to come into a game where you only give up 26 yards, that's tremendous. That's a tremendous jump.
Absolutely.
I know that the team that we're playing against, saying they've had some struggles, but everybody in the NFL does. And you see in this league right now is so topsy-turvy. From week to week, any team can look like a championship team. So I'll take it. The 26 yards at least is a confidence builder. I'm hearing that around the Cowboys building and headquarters that Mozzie is walking around with a whole new chip on his shoulder. He's got more confidence about himself. And that's sometimes the kind of game that you need for a guy like Mozzie, just to get some success, some things going in the right direction for him. I love the way he's using his hands now. A lot of rip moves that he's using, and he's been able to get off of offensive linemen and then make tackles. Not to cut short, let's talk a little about the linebacking crew, because I thought those guys did a good job as well.
Yeah, Overshawn was great in coverage, and he was just huge all around. He was all over the place, man. He was flying around. That's why they really, I don't know if he came off the field too much. In the beginning, the second game, we said he didn't get the plays, and now they're rotating Leafau, Maris, and Clark. So they're leaving Overshawn. Overshawn may not, he might have some mental lapses, might not be sound, but he's gonna go hard.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that you're gonna live with his mistakes. Absolutely. He's gonna make mistakes, but the way that he plays, he's gonna give you 100% effort every time that he's out there. He's flying to the ball. He's one of those guys, wherever the ball is at, you're gonna see him flying to that ball. So yeah, I definitely liked what I saw from Overshawn. I thought Kendricks played one of his best games of the year. I know Cleveland was a good game for him, but I thought this game was sound in his run coverage. It seems like you can really tell that Zim really worked on some things of being sound. As far as our defensive unit, as far as the base formation that we've been in, whenever we're in that, even with a stacked defense, we're the worst in the league. So anything positive, like I said, and you said this wasn't a pretty game, but that positive outlook on the defensive side of the ball is well welcome.
And I think Kendrick's game is a direct in direct relation to Mozzie. And shoot, even Linval, I don't know how good the interior of that line was, but we really dominated up front, and it kind of kept Kendrick's a little clean, because we don't know, we can't dip the blocks. We haven't shown to be able to get off those blocks when those linemen get up on us. So that was a great game, and we're just hoping that we can continue with that almost close to domination of our defensive line, tackles.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can continue it. I'm thinking that we're hearing some positive news on Carson coming back this week, because I don't think Bland is even in play for this week.
Right.
Haven't heard anything on him getting back out there. But Carson coming back, that's going to be a help to us.
Yes.
That'll be definitely a help to us. Shout out to Amani O. I don't even want to try to butcher his last name.
Yeah, number 27.
Came up from the practice squad.
Yes, sir.
Wasn't even sure he was even playing. Late notice, came in, and just listen to some of the stuff that guy was saying about his preparation. Talked about him having some Kobe moments in the way he approached things, but he was a blessing to us. He came in, that pick at the end was perfect timing, and it sealed a victory that we needed. And I hope this guy, him being on the practice squad, maybe he'll get a chance. Maybe coaches will take a look at him. Maybe he should be in that rotation as a possible guy to come in and give us some help when we're down or we need depth.
I mean, he showed to be pretty good, because we were waiting on Izzy to come in there as the next corner.
Right.
But he came in there and showed well for himself.
He sure did, Coach.
They tried to attack him, and he played well. He tackled well. They didn't get by him.
Yep.
Once they caught the ball, so I was really pleased, man, and that he came in the situation that he did.
Yes, sir.
And performing, like you said, ended the game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely. Talk about just real quick about replacements. We know at this game, Cowboys Nation, that we lost Michael Parson and DeMarcus Lawrence, which looks like it's going to be for multiple weeks. DeMarcus Lawrence even getting the IR tag.
Absolutely.
So we know that he's going to be out at least 4, possibly as long as 8 games. So, and this is the NFL. Like you said before, nobody's going to be, crying for you or sad for you. It's the next man up.
Especially not us.
Yeah, and we're going into Pittsburgh, and this is a huge game, a huge rivalry that goes way back.
Yes, sir.
And we want to, put the best foot forward that we can without having two of our main lead guys for that defense. Who do you see, Coach, standing in there? I know Marshawn Nealon's going to be one of those guys. Who else is in play?
Carl Lawson, I think he'll get the start at the other DN, 55. He's a veteran, but I was really disappointed in, he – as a veteran, I want you to be disciplined. And on 3rd and 14, you can't jump off sides, give them 39. Now they get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah.
But he's strong, he's tough, he's a decent pass rusher, pretty good against the run. So I'm fairly confident with because Marshawn Nealon he's been playing.
Yeah, Marshawn Nealon has been a steal for us. Like I said, I always represent that MAC conference. So it's good to see one of our guys get in there and really be good and be vital to this team. Zim had a interview today where he was talking about how much confidence he has in him and how coachable this guy is. So I definitely know he'll be in there. I think he'll fill in very nicely for Tank on that side. And then, like you said, we'll have Carlos Watkins.
Yeah, he'll be inside.
He'll be in play. But he'll get. I'm sorry, not for defensive end. I'm thinking about. Yeah, Ghostin is the one I was thinking about, Coach. Thank you for that. Also, too, breaking news is that we brought in another defensive tackle that we signed from off of the Bengals practice squad. And this guy's not going to the practice squad. He's going right to the active roster, and that's going to be KJ Henry is a guy that we're bringing in. So we'll look to see what that guy can do. I think he's played for one of our defensive coaches or one of our coaches when they were over at the Bengals, and I think they thought highly of him. From what I'm reading from him and some of the film that I took a look at, he's very athletic, not more of a run stopper, but he can get after the quarterback. And so that's somebody that we can maybe bring in there that can give us something.
Absolutely.
Something. We're hoping that he can give us something. So we'll see if we can catch lightning in the bottle there.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's move on. Let's talk about that offensive side of the football. Okay. This is probably going to be the best game that I've seen from Dak this year. Dak was very he was very on target as far as his completions. Not a lot of nice short routes, and was able to keep the chains moving. Coach, what did you see out there from the offense and Dak Prescott, his guys?
I saw, we still get bogged down and looking at the tape, man. I don't know. Some of this play calling, man, it is really has me baffled. I'll get into more on that, later. But Dak was really on point. I would like to see us run the ball more. I want to give the ball to Rico Dowdell. We did give him the ball 11 times, but we have to run the ball to be respected. Even Zeke had some really nice carries in the game.
Yeah.
He had a couple of nice carries. But like when we're giving the ball, giving CD is good for one, maybe two. But let's not keep going to the sweep. Let's not keep, Give Rico the ball.
Yeah.
Give him a chance. Because he's averaging 4 yards a carry.
Yeah.
For the season. So give that man a chance. Let's see what he can do because Dak works great with the play action.
Yeah, I'm totally in agreement with you. I would like to see the ball handed off a lot more. I just think we got to get Dowdell up to around that 15, at least that 15 carries a game.
Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, I do, and I just feel right now that the play calling, the rhythm has not been there. So we've been relying more on, putting things on Dak's shoulders. And getting back to Dak, I was taking a look at some insight. Dak was extremely efficient in the quick game against the Giants, completing 13 of 14 passes under 2.5 seconds. 143 yards. That's really efficient in getting that ball out there with the problems that we've had with the offensive line. The penalties has been a big thing that I want to also bring up in this offensive segment. Guyton really, really struggled in this game. Some of those calls, I questioned a couple of them, but he's just getting caught in situations, and it's part of being a young fella.
He struggles with that inside move.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Yeah,
and then he wants to reach once he gets inside.
Get inside of him, it's a wrap. Yeah. He takes that wide step and shoot, that's where his sacks and his holds came from. And he negated, just like last week, he negated some big plays, man, where we could have done something. But man, like I said, man, the line played better. I mean, I thought we just did not finish a couple of drives that we should have.
Yeah.
But I thought we played like you said. Dak played well. He looked for CD a lot more.
Yeah,
And I think
that
that
was
was a
good to see,
conscious
too.
effort. Yeah, especially in the one-on-one. When CD's in the one-on-one, he looked for him a lot more than he did against Baltimore.
Yep.
But you know, we have to keep on plugging, but we have to find the running game. We have, I hear people talking about we need to bring Cooks, we need to do that. We need to see what we got now.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to give everybody. We're still giving Deuce that rock. Let's see him get, like you said, 15 carries.
Mm-hmm.
Give somebody, let the other ones deal with the 7, 8 carries.
Right.
But give Rico the majority because he runs hard and he runs between the tackles. We don't even run him outside. We ran him outside one time and got 8 yards.
Right. I'm totally with you, Coach. I think that'll show that he can handle the load.
And he
I just
scored on
want
the
to say,
screen.
yeah, and the big thing is that we called a screen.
Yes, sir.
That was a great timing piece. But
Absolutely.
I think what me and Coach both agree upon on this is in the same sentiment is that we've just got to find more of a balance.
Mm-hmm.
We just got to find more of a balance to what we're doing so we can keep these defensive coordinators off balance. That's the key in this play calling thing. And, I think Mike will get it together. And what a good time to get it together this week as we go into Pittsburgh. So I'm looking forward to seeing and I'm feeling optimistic that you'll see an improved offense when we go there. I think the one thing we saw around the league, like you saw the Saints, how good they looked. They haven't looked as good in weeks.
Right.
Just looking back at the teams that we've played in these first few weeks, some of those teams have had some tough battles that we've been in, and we've showed the Ravens. We thought that the Ravens game was going to be a little bit more competitive than what it was.
Well, with Buffalo?
Yes, sir. Everybody was talking about Buffalo was the team to beat. Yeah, they just, we played them. We didn't get off to a good start. Neither did Buffalo in that game.
28-6 in the
But
fourth
they
almost.
never came back. And we
Absolutely.
can at least look at that and hang.
Absolutely.
If you want to take a little piece of some positive from that game, we can say that we at least did that. So
we fought.
we can. So our field goal kicker missed the field goal.
Yeah.
That was something that was surprising.
That's big news, man.
That is, because that guy has been automatic. And it's going to be big coming into this game in Pittsburgh, being out in the outside element in that little theme park that they got there in Pittsburgh. And we'll be going down and playing into. But the team will be there. Me and Coach T will be at the game, and we're looking forward, to trying to bring you guys some insights from down there and give you some inside coverage from down in Pittsburgh.
Hey,
Go ahead, Coach.
Before we get off this offense, I have to mention this guy's name because he's been balling.
Who's that, Coach?
Really clutch on third downs.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Clutch, as we saw it on the fourth down.
The FB.
We gave him the ball. He took it around the end, got that first
That
down.
was huge.
Hunter Lupke, man.
That was huge.
Oh, my goodness, man.
Shout out to that guy.
Yeah.
He is a player.
Right.
He is a player. They definitely deserve that shot.
Yeah.
But that guy, he's not only just this week, but it's just every week when we need something, a big catch to move the chains. Good call out, Coach.
Absolutely.
Good call out. So let's I got a few minutes here. Let's just talk about this Pittsburgh Steelers matchup. It's one that if you're an OG like us, it goes back all the way. It's a long rivalry, and this is one of the ones where you got most of the cats from our era. A lot of them are Pittsburgh Steelers or Cowboys fans. So a lot of friendly fire, a lot of talking. You know what I mean? So we're looking to go down there and try to get the bragging rights against these guys, even with a beat up team.
Yeah.
Everybody's beat up at this time. So, they've got a couple of linemen, I think, that they're down, that they're going to be down this week, too. Steph was talking about. So, kind of balances some things out. But the thing that I just think is that we have to be able to play physical. This is what Mike Tomlin wants to do. He's going to come out. He's going to want to be physical and smack us from the start. I think we'll be all right. I think we need to get after Mr. Fields, keep him contained. Overshawn, you're going to have to handle some of those duties of spotting him.
Absolutely.
I know you can do it, but just make this guy throw the ball.
I think we'll play. I think maybe similar to how we played the Giants.
Yep, some type of scheme similar.
Absolutely, Make Daniel Jones beat us. Now we're gonna make Justin Fields beat us. But like you said, don't let that man get out and get loose.
That's
You gotta
right.
have somebody spying.
And keep Pickens in front of you. Don't let him have those spectacular plays that he wants to. He wants to make the one-handed spectacular grabs, on the sideline. So you got to be able to play big, be physical, high point that ball, and battle him because they're definitely going to try to stretch the field with him at least once or twice, especially with us having the rookie out there and being down the corner. That's definitely something that I think they'll do. That defense is dangerous. Their defense has always been good.
We got to help the tackles.
The Fitzpatrick, what's his name? The free safety? Finka? What's his name?
Minka
Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, whatever.
Hell of a free safety.
Absolutely.
Hell of a free safety. He's one of the guys that you got that guy coming off that edge.
That's what we got to help them tackles.
You definitely got.
We can't let that guy get to rolling, man.
Yes, sir. Because he can change the game from that defensive standpoint.
Yes,
so we
sir.
definitely going to respect him and we're going to do some things to try to combat it, what he can do out there. But I am excited going into this game.
Yes, sir.
Even with the injuries, I think this is a game and an opportunity that we have to go on the road and get a big win.
Must win.
So Cowboys Nation, we're going to need everyone. This is a late night Sunday game.
Yes,
and
sir.
It's a big time game. So this is
under the lights.
This is one. The Cowboys fans, and when we're on, we're gonna push them ratings, them network ratings up, and blow them out the roof.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's just I think that if we can increase on our run game, Dak can continue to be sharp on the offense. I think we'll score some points. Coach, what you thinking about a projection as far as a score on this one?
Let's. I gotta dive in some more, man.
Before you give a score on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to get. When we go from down there, when we broadcast from down there, I'm gonna have a better idea, better feel for my guys, man, against Squillers.
That's what's up. Yeah. All right, Cowboy Nation. That's what we're going to give you for this week on a short week. We give you a short show, not even a short show, but just quick and to the point. We're ready to get on to this Pittsburgh game and turn the page as we go into week 5. And let's come out 3-2, break this 500 stint that we got right now.
That's right. Got to do it.
Yes, sir. So we'll be back at you, Cowboy Nation. One love. I'm signing off. I'm your man, T. Drake.
And I am Coach T.
I-70 Entertainment, as always.
Yes,
shout out to Dayton.
One love. Oh, absolutely.
937. Shout out to Dayton.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah. Like and subscribe.
As
Don't
always.
just watch. Hit that like button. Real talk.
All right, we're out.